What's going on, guys? I am SimpleSimon and welcome to another episode of One Beer, 3 Comics. Let's do this. If you don't know how this works by now, basically every episode I'll be drinking 1 beer while showing you 3 comic books from my collection. 3 completely random comic books. So the first book I'm going to show today is a Wonder Woman cover. I pretty much collect Wonder Woman covers, but I've barely read anything about Wonder Woman. I've read a couple of stories, but not a lot. This is a Milo Manara cover. I first discovered this book when I saw it. I believe it was Escargo 80. He showed it on his channel. I was like, man, that Wonder Woman cover is beautiful. Where can I get that? And I found out it was actually an Italian variant. So it was only released in Italy. But Escargo reached out to me and was like, if you want that book, brother, I'll help you out. So he actually hooked me up with a copy of this book, and I was really stoked because I absolutely love it. Milo Manara, obviously very well known for drawing exotic women and things like that. The funny thing you'll notice is after a while, his faces are a little bit odd. At first I thought it was kind of cool, and then the more I see of his work, the more I'm like, what is this expression on these women's faces? He has a famous, I think it's called X-Women cover, and it's got all these girls from X-Men, and if you look at their faces on the cover, it's just a little bit odd. It's like they're all just having a lot of fun. But yeah, so that is the first comic. Shout out to my brother from Istanbul, Escargo 80, who hooked me up with this book. So yeah, that's the first book. Today's beer is Tropical Super Sour. The brewery company is Hope Brewery. Yeah, I'm actually super excited to drink this one. It's 12% alcohol. So this company, I mentioned a couple of episodes back how I've been drinking sour beers at this pub called the Forager's Drop. I believe these are the guys who had one of my favorites, which was the grapefruit sour. Now this is called Super Sour, so I'll leave any information I can find about these guys in the description below. But I am super stoked to try this one out because, like I said, when it comes to these sour beers, the thing that I like about it is the ones that really have that sour karate kick to the mouth. And I have no doubt that this one is going to have that sour kick. So super excited to try this out. I still haven't bought a beer glass for this show, so once again, the glass is brought to you by Captain Saro and her Powerpuff Girls beer glass. So before I pour the beer, the second book I'm going to show you, in the first episode I showed you a bondage cover. In episode 2 I showed you a kiss cover. Just some of the types of covers I collect. Another type of cover I like to collect is movie variants. So whether a comic book has maybe a movie version of a comic book, but as well as movie homage covers. So covers that pay homage to like a famous movie cover. This is Elvira in Horrorland number 4. And there's a cool little homage to Nightmare on Elm Street. There's also a really cool deceased variant with this same homage. I couldn't find that one, but I thought this one is probably one you probably haven't seen. You've probably seen the deceased one many a times, but yeah, this is a very cool Elvira book paying homage to Nightmare on Elm Street. And now it is time to try the beer. Ooh, I just like squirted everywhere, that's not good. Let's have a look. I'm expecting this color of this to maybe look a little bit more beer-like. Oh, yeah, I guess. I really can't wait to try this. I am dying for a sour karate kick to the mouth. Well, I'm surprised this fills so much of the glass up, because the other cans I've been drinking were really big. This is like a normal size can, but it almost filled the whole glass. All right, so there's the color. It looks probably the most beer-like as far as color goes compared to any of the other ones I've been drinking. Let's see how we go here. Are you ready for sour face? Yeah. Yeah. That's what I want. Oh. Yeah. That's sour. Well, what color is that? I'm colorblind, remember, so I didn't even know what beer is supposed to be. Amber, is that the color? What color is this drink? Let me know in the comments. But that is definitely sour. Oh, yeah. Oh, very good. Oh, yeah, I'm a big fan of this. Oh, and 12%, man. Like, I'm gonna be a funny guy after this video's finished filming. Because I drink these beers pretty quick in these videos. That might be the most sour I've had so far. Oh. Sorry. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna struggle to get out of this room. I'm drinking this really quick. So before I die, let me show you the last comic book, and I'll let you know what I think of this beer. So I'm trying to keep a little bit of a trend. I'm trying to show you a little bit of what I collect, as well as just something random, and I'm trying to include a key of some type. So far, this is what, the 3rd episode. So this one is an actual Star Wars key, this 3rd book. Bit of upchuck in that one. A little while back, there was the Mandalorian comic book series which came out, and it basically was an identical copy to the series. People were saying it was like the first Mando and Grogu comic book appearance, but many would argue that the first comic book appearance was actually in an episode. See, I'm drunk already, 12%. Was actually in an issue of Star Wars Insider magazine. So the reason some people don't count this is because it's a magazine rather than an actual, I guess, a floppy comic book. I'm gonna take it out of the bag because the bag's absolutely filthy and disgusting. But this is actually, I believe, a Peach Momoko cover. And yeah, many will actually argue that this is the true first appearance of the Mandalorian and Grogu. I have to give a big shout out to my homie Infinite Comics on Instagram. He actually A-okayed me this book. But yeah, that's the 3rd book there for all you Star Wars keys guys. That makes sense. For all you Star Wars guys who collect Star Wars keys, get on this one. Oh yeah. Alright, so the beer. Whew. When I say I want a sour karate kick to the mouth, this beer absolutely provided that. The flavor itself, as far as ranking with the 3 beers I've drank so far, I've only done 2, right? I think this is the 3rd episode. I'm gonna rate this number 2. I think I still preferred, even though this was more sour, I think I still preferred the blueberry sour from the One Drop guys. I think the flavor in that was actually nicer than this tropical one. This tropical one obviously is very citrusy, but the 12% there's definitely a little bit in there. As I'm drinking, I feel like I could taste the poison in there. So I don't know what ABV is. Do you know what ABV is? 12% ABV? 12% alcohol beverage verdict. I don't know. Anyway, that's all from this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed these 3 books. Hope you guys enjoyed me drinking this beer. I don't know what to say because it was 12%, so give this video a like, leave a comment, and until next time, I'm SimpleSimon. Tell your friends and keep it simple.